All right, looks like we are live. We have good signal, and everything else is looking good here. Let me take a look at stats window. All right, so good signal. So we're changing it up a little bit. Instead of Sky Harbor today, we are up at Scottsdale, at the Scottsdale Airport. I figured Friday afternoon might be a good time. Hopefully we'll get to see some business jets, maybe maybe coming in for the weekend, or departing for a weekend. But looks pretty dead up here. We do have this one all black aircraft that's been parked out here. I don't know if it's going to be going anywhere or not. I guess we'll see. We have a couple, we do have one landing. All the way down there. Should be visible any second now. We've got a little Pilatus PC-12, I think, landing. Let's see if it's on flight tracker.
Roger, 0 Papa November, baseline, Pilatus, your number 2, room 216, code.
221, space,
all right, so it just landed right there from Joplin, Missouri. This Pilatus turboprop. And they're probably not going to come down this way. Yeah, just what I thought. Turning off down there. There is a Cirrus SR-20 that's been making the rounds in the pattern here, and they're going to come around again. They were right behind the other one, and they're not landing. They're just doing some practice approaches, flying by a nice white and yellow colors.
And what's the Romeo? Where are you parking?
Cirrus.
Roger, what's Romeo? Runway Alpha 7, taxi to gate 6, the Alpha, monitor ground point 6. Have a good one. 7, gate 6, Alpha, monitor ground.
And they should be coming up momentarily. Let's see. November 20, Papa Mike, 20 Papa Mike should be showing up from around that, behind that building. Any moment. Yeah, they just did a little touch and go landing. We got some nice colors on that plane. Nice, some good visibility on that Cirrus in the yellow and white. And again, we're on the observation deck over here at Scottsdale, right next to a pole. On the other side of that pole is the restaurant, which there you get a little good view of the restaurant right there, kind of hidden behind the pole. And I may have to move so I get a better view. These aircraft are parked over at the Atlantic Aviation Ramp, just to the south of where I'm standing right here. Let's see. Do you guys hear that copyright music again? Yeah, I hope we don't have the same problem we had last time with the Pink Floyd song. Just barely audible melody from a Pink Floyd song, and YouTube didn't like it, so they took the ad revenue away because it was barely audible. 24 hours at Phoenix. 24 hours. Well, I would need power to last 24 hours. I mean, really, there isn't anything going on at night anyway there, so overnight. Yeah, like, you know, Kevin Ray over at LAX does these marathon 11-hour live streams, and he has a behind-the-scenes camera pointed at him the entire time. So I don't even know like when the guy takes a bathroom break in 11 hours. I don't know if he can take a food break, but that's kind of like insane to me. But right over here, parked up against the building, almost, we have a Falcon. One of the 3-engine Falcon jets, Falcon 900 maybe.
Papa November, only 21, clear touch and go.
Yeah.
21, Cirrus 0 Papa November.
There's our yellow Cirrus again.
Scottsdale ground, Skyhawk 77, Lima Alpha, at leopard, ready to taxi for departure, northwest Papa.
77 Lima Alpha, Scottsdale ground, taxi northwest Runner via Alpha, complete.
All right, so there's going to be a Cessna 172 departing soon.
San Diego via V, 7 departure. Mohawk transition, let out files, maintain 5,000, expect flight level 340. 3 minutes after departure, departure frequency is 120.7.
All right, I don't know what this plane is, but it looks nice. It looks to me like a Challenger. This silver Challenger parked right over there.
Readback is correct, and there is flow going into your destination. If you can, give me a call prior to start up your engine.
All right, so there's somebody who's leaving for San Diego. Somebody just called the ground for clearance to San Diego.
Scottsdale ground, 882 Lima Alpha is at Leopard with Papa, ready to taxi.
Cessna 882 Lima Alpha, Scottsdale ground, taxi northwest Runner via Alpha, advisory complete.
All right, so there's one coming from Leopard Aviation. That one is one of the flight schools here. So it's probably a 172. There's one right here. There's a Cessna taxiing to the north end for departure. So this part of the ramp right here in the front, this is the transient parking area where folks that are coming in international would park over here. Customs would meet them if they're going to the restaurant or perhaps Atlantic. They may park and get their stuff out over here, and then the plane usually gets towed to a more longer-term parking area. So there isn't much going on here today except for this one aircraft parked over there. There's one leaving. Okay, this must be the Leopard Aviation with that tail number, the LA tail number. So we're going to see them depart soon. They'll do their run up at the other end, which we can't see from here. All right, let's see what else we got. All right, so the Cirrus is done. They're going to make a full stop landing next time around when they come in. As usual, it's kind of hard to see against the mountains. Some of the small aircraft, they are going to be coming into view from the left. So I'm not sure if we'll see it. And they probably will turn off well down to the other end. I was hoping for a little bit more activity today, but we may still see some. Okay. So we have two small aircraft at the other end waiting for departure, doing their run-ups. Both, I think, from the flight school. So we should be seeing them momentarily. The entire parking area looks kind of bare today. Not really a lot of activity here. We have a couple of parked aircraft. We have a Piper. It's parked right there. And what looks like a little Beechcraft with a sun protector covering all the windows. Good idea. It's pretty hot. So they're not going anywhere anytime soon. Yeah, let's try to move this tripod up a little bit. Maybe.
941 entry Scottsdale Tower. Good afternoon. Number 2, welcome to Cirrus. They're almost up with the numbers from the
All right, we got one. We have one coming in. It's a Hawker jet, 941 X-ray. So we should be seeing them come in any minute. They're coming in from Branson, Missouri, in a Hawker jet. It should be coming up on the airport pretty soon. It says Hawker 4000. I looked on ADSB Exchange, and it's a Hawker 4000. The flight's not blocked. It's
you go into signature.
Still on the flight tracker, but
Signature be a Bravo. Just wandered to ground point 6. Have a good one. Scottsdale Tower, right turn is approved from 821, clear for takeoff.
All right, there goes one of our small aircraft on the roll for takeoff. Oh, they're pretty high already. Didn't expect that. Whoa, they are really, really high. I am almost going vertical with the camera. That was really high. Almost couldn't get that with the camera. I reached the limit of my tilt and headshot. All right. So 941 X-ray, the Hawker 4000 is on final approach. Let's see if I can pick them up against the mountain.
Cessna 2 Alpha, Federation Flight, runway 21 taxi Alpha.
No, I can't. Oh, I think I see it now. Right there it is.
Cessna 82 Alpha, Star on full turning, runway 21.
All right, so this is a Hawker 4000 landing from Branson, Missouri. And they're going to turn off right in front of us. I wonder if they're going to park right here or go to Atlantic.
Cessna 2 Alpha, runway 21, line of the way.
There is a vehicle out there waiting to guide them right there. Now, I guess they're going into the Atlantic parking area. That's what that vehicle must be for.
So you can turn right on Alpha 5, take it straight across to Atlantic, monitor ground point 6, have a good one. Cessna Alpha, this one previous vehicle.
All right, they're going to park right there. There's the ground crew, the Atlantic Aviation ground crew. We do have a Cessna 441 that will be turning on final approach pretty soon. Looks like it took off a couple of hours ago, and they're getting ready to return now. So it'll be a twin-engine turboprop coming in. Meantime, you can see they're shutting down this business jet right there, and getting ready to soon deplane. Let's see what else we have coming in. No, I don't see anything at the moment, except for that Cessna 441 or 441 EH. All right, it looks like the Cessna 441 is turning final.
Cessna 2 Lima Alpha, runway 21, clear, touch and go.
Runway 21, clear, touch and go, 2 Lima Alpha.
All right, so one of those two aircraft that took off from the flight school is going to make a low pass, a touch and go departure. I think we...
441 Echo Hotel, Scottsdale Airport, start reducing your speed. Your number 2 following a Cessna in the right downwind. Runway 21, clear to land. Copy, jet.
I think...
And when it goes up, you can turn off at the end, Alpha Street. Just going 2 miles if you haven't already started that base turn for it, please. Start that base turn now, 2 miles.
All right, so 882 Lima Alpha. We missed that one departing while the Hawker was taxiing in. So we'll get to see them on their landing and taking off, their touch and go departure here. And the Cessna 441 is behind them. They'll be going all the way to the end of the runway. The tower told them to turn off at the end. So we should get a good view of them passing by. All right, this should be coming out from behind that building any second now. All right, there they are.
Wind 230 at Niner.
All right, so there goes the Cessna 172.
Here 177 shuttle over Scottsdale, Roger, 5 miles northwest of the field.
Well, there's the aircraft that just landed. And the Cessna 441 is on the ground right there. November 441 Echo Hotel. They took off out of here a couple of hours ago, and now they're returning. They were just flying around in their twin-engine Cessna 441.
Jack 9.6, happy day.
Summit Alpha, Runway 21, clear, touch and go.
Runway 21, clear, touch and go, Summit Alpha.
Looks like we have a Canadian aircraft right there. You see the first one parked at the Atlantic parking, right there in front of the Atlantic with the C registration number. That is a Cessna Citation that arrived here some time ago from Canada. A Canadian registered aircraft.
Exit jet 358, Scottsdale Crane, turn to standby.
Let me take a look and all right, so this Cessna that you're looking at right now, this Canadian aircraft, landed here a little over an hour ago from Los Angeles, and prior to that they landed at LAX from Victoria International in Canada.
Thank you, the read correct.
Not quite sure where that is, but it's probably somewhere in British Columbia. So this aircraft that you're looking at is originally from Victoria, British Columbia. And let's see, what else do we have coming in? Somebody is coming in. Looks like there's a Beach King Air that appears to be flying directly over, according to Flight Radar 24, but I don't see it. What else is coming? I don't know. We did hear one call for departure clearance on the air traffic control frequency, exec jet. They'll be departing from here. There's that the first aircraft that took off. Just made another touch and go landing. If we turn the camera around and we look straight up, let's see how high we can. You can see right there, we see a contrail. That is a Volaris. No, let's do that. This is Volaris heading to Seattle.
Scottsdale Airport, November 728 control.
All right, here comes another arrival. Looks to be a Beechcraft King Air. And they're going to turn off. Looks like they're going to park the first spot over on the Atlantic aviation side. I see a couple guys over there waiting.
It's all fun and games. You have a really fun look at it. And also, waste management. I did like 25 bucks.
All right, so this plane that you're looking at right now, curiously, does not show up on any of the flight trackers. This is a King Air, but I'm really surprised I don't see it on ADS-B either. All right, there is a jet that's going to be departing. It's down at the other end, so they're going to taxi right by us. A NetJet's business jet heading to Santa Monica. They're already on the flight tracker, although it says their scheduled departure is 6:30, so I don't know how soon that's going to be. Now this plane just landed, and I don't see anything, and not even showing up on the ground. Can't quite tell what the registration number is. It's kind of hidden by the wing there. Let's see. Okay. Well, well, that one's a mystery. Yeah, mystery aircraft. Usually especially on ADS-B, they'll still be listed as on the ground, at least for a couple minutes after they land. But this one just disappeared right off. So, and it's not on actually, there is one more on let's see. Oh. Okay, so I can't tell that way. I don't know. We'll have to see see if they leave or what. But turning back to the north, looks like we have a Cirrus coming in from Flagstaff. It's 2,000 feet. Seems a bit high though. There is a Cirrus coming in from the north. Looks like it landed. So we should see it. We should see a red Cirrus rolling out there. Unless it turned off. Meanwhile, over here, we have an aircraft being towed. This one was parked over at Atlantic, and they are towing it to a different area for parking. I'm assuming that when they came in, they parked at Atlantic when they came in, and if they're going to be here for a few days, well, let's see.
I didn't know that. So don't worry. You don't know it until you start flying. Did you know it? I didn't know until I was
All right, so they are being towed down to the north end for parking.
Traffic stop, Airport. You can proceed on Alpha 2.
Down 77 on the mouth, the Alpha Tower, record for the fire plan. November 728 Delta X, Alpha Tower, runway 21, clear for takeoff. Your right turn northbound is approved.
All right, so right there is another departure.
Delta 80 to the mouth, so you'll make left close traffic. Left close traffic time, 80 to the mouth.
And that's a Diamond DA40. November 728 Delta Echo, a Diamond DA40.
982.
All right, let's see. All right, we have another business jet that is on approach. This one is going to be landing from Las Vegas.
November 949 Julius Castle, target number 1 to the runway, runway 21, clear to land. To the mouth, extend your downwind off your base. Traffic you're following is a regional jet. They're over Pinnacle Peak, coming up, you get on the plane.
Send the downwind, you'll call my base, and we will look out for that traffic to the Alpha.
Cessna Alpha, make right traffic, runway 21, report in field.
All right, so the plane that you're about to see land is operated by a company called SetJet, and they're going to park right in front of us because SetJet's hangar is right there. We are literally right next door to the hangar, and they are flying the Challenger 850, which is the same aircraft type as a CRJ 200. So it's a big business jet bordering on the size of a, well, equal to the size of a small airliner regional jet. And they always park in front of their hangar right here. So we're going to get a nice, good close-up view of SetJet returning in from Vegas.
That's the funnest part. That's the funnest part is going to work and being like,
It's actually listed as a CRJ 100 from the early days of the CRJ production back in the 1990s. So it is a pretty old one, but I'm sure it's a lot more comfortable inside than a standard airliner regional CRJ 100 or 200 that you see on the United Express or any of those airlines. And I see them on final approach right there.
Cessna 7 to Alpha, continue your descent to pattern altitude, traffic 1 mile west of the field is a diamond further northbound, climbing through 2000 miles. Sorry,
Right there. All right, so right there is our N949SJ, the set jet CRJ 100 or Challenger 850. And they are based out of here at Scottsdale. And this flight is returning from Las Vegas International. We also have an Embraer that is taxiing out for departure. Looks like an Embraer Phenom 100. If I had to guess, I'm not looking at the flight tracker right now, but it's the small version of the Embraer business jet. And it came out of the Atlantic ramp, but there is also another one at the Atlantic ramp as well.
Just give away of the premiere on Alpha 5. They're going to be one.
The King Air that we saw land a while ago, the Mystery King Air, is being refueled right there, fuel truck, and putting the fuel in from the top of the wing on that one. There is a Cessna down by Atlantic that we can't see from here. But they'll be departing at some point. And there's a wide view, the restaurant balcony, also overlooking the Atlantic ramp here at Scottsdale. The viewing, the observation deck takes up the north half of the balcony. You can see right there. And they have chairs and tables. Makes it really handy to put a laptop on a table. Really, really handy. Anyway, back to SetJet. You see the passengers disembarking right there. It's a nice luxury way to travel if you can afford it. What else do we have coming in? Let's take a look at the flight tracker. All right, we had a Beechcraft land. They are visible right there. I think that's the one. I bet they're probably going to park down there, though. And there is an Embraer. Like I said, that Phenom jet is not showing up on the flight tracker, but they probably will be departing very soon. There's that looks like the beach that just landed. Another view of the flight school aircraft making another touch and go landing. I bet they're probably going to go to Atlantic. Yep. Parking at the second parking spot, right there. Operations vehicle is out there doing a runway inspection. You're going to see that at every airport, and once in a while they go out and inspect for any foreign debris. let's see, we have, so this is three, okay, the Beechcraft landed from El Monte, California, the one that we just saw park a moment ago. All right. Well, I thought that a Friday afternoon would be a little more crowded than it is, but no, I don't see any any aircraft right now on approach, except for the two. We have two Leopard Aviation Cessnas that are making touch and go landings. 77 Lima Alpha, and there was also another one. I lost the other one now. But there were two of them out there. 882 Lima Alpha, that's right. That one is up by, it's currently flying around up by Cave Creek, so they'll be up there for a while. As far as approaches here, nothing landing here at the moment. They're closing up the CRJ. The boarding stairs are on the back side of the door. It makes it real convenient. Nice looking aircraft in business jet form, but I'm not really a fan of the CRJ in airliner form. Definitely not the most comfortable plane to take a 2-hour flight in. There goes Leopard Aviation again. All right. All right, let me check my flight list. At 6:13 p.m. Well, there is the Phenom is scheduled for departure at 6:10. Another one at 6:25. We haven't seen either of them leave. There is a Gulfstream that is en route. Should be about a half hour out. There should be a Citation CJ3 departing for San Diego momentarily. I don't see that one either. So there are a few that are planned. We just don't see any yet. So according to Flight Radar 24, there is an American 737 inbound for Sky Harbor, and its flight track appears to be about to take it right over the Scottsdale Airport, unless it turns a little bit to the west, which they shouldn't be doing because they're landing from the east. And the arrow is, the flight path is headed in a straight line for us. I wonder if we'll see it go directly overhead, which is kind of unusual. They don't usually fly directly over Scottsdale when they're on approach to Sky Harbor, unless they're going to make a turn. So
You have a good night.
they are at 7,600 feet. No, they're still making a straight line for Scottsdale. So they would be approaching from the north if we see them. It is a clear sky. I don't see a lot of haze in the air tonight. I wonder if it'll be visible. Now it looks like they're a little bit to the west. A little bit to the west of the airport, which would put them over in this direction somewhere. Again, coming from behind that building. Let's see.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. That's so funny. That's so topical.
Over the mountains.
That's so funny.
And they're down to 6,400 now. I'm thinking it may actually be possible to see it. We don't get too many of those, like I said, flying over Scottsdale. 6,200. And they're west of the field. A little bit in that direction. Looks like they're taking a little bit more of a turn toward the west. And it should be visible any moment, 5,400. There's definitely more haze in the sky over to the west. So unfortunately, they may be lost in the haze. Yeah, definitely. Lost in the haze. Oh well. Like I said, we don't really get too many flying directly over Scottsdale. Kind of rare. So there's a couple of departures, like I said. Waiting for a couple of departures to go by.
I even told my, like, one of my friends who filled out my name, and he's I'm like, dude, you know, like, the red, let's go fly. I was like, have respect.
All right, there's a Pilatus PC-12 on final approach. And there is a Phenom 300 on final approach, or on approach. We have two coming up. The Pilatus will be first.
There's a couple of different where you can get this comment, but this is more.
All right, so this PC-12 is turning final right now. This plane is, the origin does not show up on Flight Radar 24 because this is a blocked aircraft, blocked for flight tracking. And if you haven't seen my video on tracking blocked aircraft, go check it out. It's got some really good resources. It is possible to tell where a blocked aircraft came from. You just have to use an ADSB flight tracker website. And this plane that you're going to see land came from let's see, the John Wayne Airport in Orange County, California. There, that's it right there. So they won't be parking down here. They're turning off for that side of the airport, for the north side right there. But when it comes to tracking blocked aircraft, you look up on an ADSB tracker and follow the tracking line. So that's what I did. And it shows a track leading all the way back to Orange County. Looks like the Embraer jet went around. The Embraer jet did a missed approach, and they flew directly over, like literally over my head, for some unknown reason. So they're going to have to come around again. And I'm not hearing anything on air traffic control for some reason.
7 Kilo Foxtrot, where you parking? 7 Kilo Foxtrot, you can turn right, taxi to gate 5 via Alpha Monitor Ground.
I did like one. I was thinking, yeah. No, that's
Check for left traffic for flight jet 333.
333, affirmative, you can make left close traffic, you'll be overflying at 792,500. Also call your descent.
Alright, flight jet 333.
All right, so you heard FlexJet 333 making left traffic, and I think I see it up there.
Because the most efficient way, because when you're flying, you're actually getting it.
And they should be directly above.
Helicopter 166 Healthcare Captain Center, low down for on there, Mr. Unrest.
See, that's what it is. Just go over what's in last, the first.
More right 360, driver's way passing Bubby, the Phenom, will be at 3,000.
There, right there. All right, so that is the Embraer Phenom jet that
You're downwind, I'll call your base.
went around. They're making the left traffic pattern to come back for another landing.
Hour a day? Hour a day. If you intentionally study that. Yeah. I'm not sure.
All right, so I wonder if the other one is going to come in first.
Flight Jet 333, thank you. You can descend at your discretion. Your number 1 to the runway, runway 21, clear to land.
21, clear to land.
All right. So 333 is number 1. Let me get there. There. They are coming in from Las Vegas.
Cessna 2 Lima Alpha, traffic you're following is a Phenom off your right side there in the opposite downwind. Let me know if you get them in sight.
Traffic in sight.
Thank you. 2 Lima Alpha base behind the Phenom. Your number 2, clear going from 21, clear to land.
All right. Right there against the backdrop of the mountain.
Scottsdale Tower, we have traffic.
Stand up, who's check on? Roger, I repeat with you. You're going to be number 3 now. Following company. They're in the opposite downwind off all your base. Let me know if you get company staff. Sorry. Following the company, they're about 1 mile behind the Phenom. Alpha base through to your discretion. Company staff, 1 mile final, runway 21, clear to land. Number 1 is the Phenom. Flight 333, where are you parking? Sector 333, you can send out at 7, back to the landing bay Alpha, monitor ground point. Have a good one.
All right, so they're parking at the first space on the Atlantic ramp. And again, they're arriving here from Las Vegas International. And what else do we have? Thought there was another one.
Coming around? Oh, it's past happy hour now. Yeah. Then you'll learn when it's like kids.
All right. So there still is a citation down at the other end that's scheduled for departure right now to Santa Monica. So if they're on time, they should be leaving momentarily. And they'll be taxiing right by us if they do leave. In the meantime, we had a Cessna land, and they are right there. That's the flight school aircraft that was doing some touch and go landings. Apparently they are done now and heading back to the hangar. There's a fuel truck right there. Not sure where they're going. Oh, they're going for that. Yeah, they're going for the Embraer. That's why. They were just making a wide turn for that plane right there. Fill her up.
Alpha, you can roll it out to Alpha 4, detected Leopard Alpha, monitor ground. Good one.
All right, the other Leopard Aviation Cessna is just passed by right there. That's the second of the two that we've seen doing touch and go landings today. And they're headed down to the same place that the other one went to, down to their hangar.
Good, still an hour. I brought them. That's my problem. And then when I finally got stuff,
So right now we're in a little bit of a slow period, and we're waiting for a couple of departures.
Make left traffic from SC1 Focus Field.
All right, I didn't quite catch what this was. I don't see anything, but it sounds like Tower was talking to a plane that's going to land, except I don't see anything flying around. We're waiting for a Cessna Citation to depart. They were scheduled at 6:30. I think they are active. They did come up on the flight tracker. Not quite ready for departure yet, but very soon. Oh, I think I do see him. All right, they are pulling out. This one is operated by a company called NetJets, and their call sign is ExecJet. I believe ExecJet 358, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, ExecJet 358. This is an Embraer.
Runway 21, clear to land.
This is an Embraer Phenom 300. You can see it right down there. They came out of the south end of the ramp.
4430 in the Scottsdale Tower. Runway 21, clear to land. The base for discussion, if you'd like to round it out, just on the run.
All right, we're going to see them go by when they take off. But they are taking off for Santa Monica, California. Now, the interesting thing about that is the Santa Monica Airport, just north of LAX, is going to be closing in several years. There was a big controversy about that. The city basically wanted to get rid of the airport a number of years ago, and they reached an agreement with the FAA to force the airport to close operations. And what they did was they shortened their runway. I guess the folks who live around there just don't want the big business jets flying over their homes. So they shortened up the runway. And so the only aircraft that can use it now are small aircraft like the Cessna that you see here, or the small business jets. Now the Embraer Phenom is a small size business jet, and that's pretty much about the largest aircraft that can use the Santa Monica Airport currently. I think the closing date is slated for 2028,
Cessna 30,
I believe.
departing.
It's not coming up
30,
imminently.
Roger, you can turn right
It's still a ways
at
out.
5, and then you can taxi straight into the ramp.
There's a lot that goes into shutting down, closing down an airport, and eventually turning that area into green space. But they have effectively, by shortening the runway, banned larger aircraft, the large business jets. So we will not be seeing those over there. And like I said, the Embraer Phenom, the one that's headed over there now, is about the largest that they can handle currently. They won't be seeing planes like this CRJ 100 there, not anymore. Those are the good old days. We have another exec jet coming out here. This will be another departure. And this one is a Cessna Citation jet. All right, there goes the Phenom. And making a right turn after departure, headed to the west. All right, that's the one for Santa Monica.
Jet 358, Scottsdale Tower, runway 21, clear for takeoff.
Now the Cessna Citation coming up is headed to San Diego. And they're operated by a company called Silver Air. A Silver Air Citation.
Victor 358, and your right turn, contacting departure for the flight.
All right, I don't see anything else that's approaching for landing right now. Well, there is a Gulfstream. All right, so there's a Gulfstream G4 that may be landing here. It's blocked. It's a blocked aircraft, another example of a blocked aircraft. But it's at 5,700 feet north of here. And it looks like it is headed in this direction. So, oh boy. I'm hearing some music coming from the restaurant again.
61.
They're playing Mark Cohn's Walking in Memphis, if you can't tell. Hopefully YouTube won't do a copyright on that.
61 tower.
And there goes the Cessna Citation jet headed for San Diego.
Clear to speed 61 Scottsdale Tower, clear up runway 21 takeoff. 60321 Scottsdale Tower, 1 departure party off runway 21 clear to land.
All right, I didn't catch the call sign, but KPO. All right, yeah, this is the Gulfstream G4. They have been cleared to land. They are blocked under the LAD FAA blocking program, but it is a Gulfstream G4, and ADSB can tell us that they're coming from Portland, looks like Portland, Oregon. Yeah. All right, so we're looking for a Gulfstream. It should be, yep, I see it coming over the mountain.
Silver speed 61 in your right turn, contact departure.
The right turn off to departure, so much we see.
I actually think this one's going to be parking in front of us here. I see some crew out there. It looks like they're waiting to receive the aircraft right next to the black one. So it may be coming in right in front of us. And right there is the Gulfstream G4. All right, there is a vehicle waiting for them, the follow me vehicle, and you can see them right there. And I think they're going to park in right where that, yep, that person with the yellow shirt right there, that's going to be their parking spot.
Roger, turn right and off at 5, take security crossing the brink. Have a good day.
All right, right Apple 9, check the line.
And it looks like their expensive black GMC Yukon pulled up to pick up the passengers. All right, so I don't think we have any other scheduled departures or anything else coming in. Yeah, I don't see anything else on the way in. I thought today would be a little bit busier than the last time I was out here, but I guess not. I guess Friday is not a real busy day. I was out here one day and there were actually 2 aircraft in the back row, like these are, and there were 2 more aircraft parked up here in the front row. So that was a busy day, but we have 2 aircraft up here, and of course we saw said jet come in for a landing. The Falcon jet next to them did not depart, probably not going anywhere. And there's the Atlantic Aviation Ramp here at Scottsdale. All right. Now, since we don't have any other activity at the moment, I guess I'm going to go ahead and call it a stream for today. I don't see any. Well, let me check my flight list. At 6:52. $6:49. The FlexJet Phenom 300 is scheduled for departure back to Las Vegas, but that's really the only other activity we have here. So anyway, for this time being, I just want to remind everybody, and once again, thank you to all of the subscribers we have. And if you're not subscribed, I just want to remind you to go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so that you'll be notified when I schedule another live stream. Next one probably will be Sky Harbor and probably a morning. We'll try to see what kind of activity we can get in the morning at Sky Harbor. Still trying to, where's this guy going? It's a pretty big tow vehicle right there. Okay. So anyway, Sky Harbor probably will be the next one. We'll go back there once again. And I'm going to have to do some research on the busier times for Scottsdale. What is one of their busier times for activities, and maybe we can catch this airport again at a busier time. We don't really have a lot of activity going on right now, but it is a great place, as you can see, for viewing aircraft. So, let's see. So,
623 Southwest taxi 2 to left down runway 21 for landing 1.
All right, somebody just called in for landing. I don't see it on the flight tracker. I didn't catch the call sign.
Station radio, turn up under 2994, landing 260.
It's a little bit hard to hear the air traffic control because I've got the noise of the Gulfstream APU still running on that airplane. But someone just got cleared in for landing. And I don't see an aircraft approaching. Shady 23. I wonder if it's this one. Now I'm actually hearing, sounds like I'm hearing two aircraft. All right, well, let's just hang out for a little bit and see what happens. No, I think it actually is this one. There's a military version of the Beech King Air called the Beech C-12 Huron. This is an MC-12, and it looks like it is approaching for landing. All right, that must be the one they were talking about. It took off from El Paso, Texas. And let's see if we can see it. Really hard to see it against the mountains. Oh, I see a light. I see the light. But this aircraft approaching is an electronic surveillance type of aircraft. Looks like a Beech King Air, but it's a military version. And I don't know which ramp they're gonna go to, but they're going behind the building right now. believe that's it right there. It is. All right, so they're coming down this direction.
Shade 23, we're parking.
Tower City 23, we right at Alpha 7 for Atlantic.
Shade 23, turn right, 20, will taxi Atlantic via Alpha, monitor ground direction.
Atlantic via Alpha, monitor ground, Shade 23.
All right, they're going to Atlantic, and right there. All right. So the plane that you're looking at now is actually scheduled to leave here and head back to Las Vegas, but I don't know when. It's not going anywhere anytime soon with that cart trailer thing behind it. When they start up their engines, they'll blow that thing out across the runway. So I'm not quite sure what the deal is with that plane, but anyway, so we actually caught a military plane today. Nice. But it wasn't as busy as I thought it would be, but maybe next time. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a stream today, guys. And next time we'll look at Sky Harbor, and we'll see what kind of morning views we can get from there. So for now, thanks for tuning in. And if you are an aviation enthusiast, don't forget to give it a like, so we help the algorithm pick it up. Thanks all for tuning in.